Septa, meanwhile, is just days away from making drastic transit cuts unless it gets millions of dollars in funding from the state. Today, riders, employees, and advocates taking their fight to stop those cuts to the steps of City Hall.
Cuts, no way. We ride Septa every day, no cuts.
They are urging politicians to finalize a state budget that includes critical funding for public transportation. This morning, Septa released its adjusted schedule, including the major service cuts that would affect subways, buses, trolleys, and regional rail. Without last-minute help from the state, those cuts will go into effect in a few weeks.
I say to PA Senate leadership, do you want your grandma to not be able to get food and health care? All right? It's garbage.
CBS Philadelphia's Dan Snyder is at Septa headquarters on Market Street with the very latest on those proposed cuts. Dan, good afternoon.
Siafa, good afternoon to you. August 14th is what Septa leaders are dubbing the point of no return. If they do not receive new state funding within the next 8 days, they will start the preparations for cuts, major cuts to bus, trolley, regional rail, and subway lines across the entire Delaware Valley. Now, those cuts would actually take place starting August 24th. But Septa leaders say they need at least 10 days to start implementing those changes. Now, starting on Sunday the 24th, 32 bus routes would be eliminated, another 16 would be shortened, and service reductions would start on remaining bus lines. On September 1st, a 21.5% fare increase takes effect, and on September 2nd, reduced service starts on regional rail lines, with trains coming 20 to 50% less often. Some lines during some parts of the weekdays, that means they could go from running every hour to every 2 hours. Now, Septa leaders say they've held out as long as they could, but without funding from the state, they have to start moving.
Now it's real. We have real schedules. We have real cuts. This is going to happen. It's unfortunate that it's going to happen, but this is real now. So let your voice be heard and tell people how important this is to you. It's not just a Septa problem. I know that's what we're talking about because that's where we are. But this is the statewide. Every transit agency is going to be faced with this dilemma. If not already, then they will. So let your voice be heard.
Now, Septa General Manager Scott Sauer, who you just heard from there, did say he still remains optimistic that funding will come from Harrisburg in time. Now, Septa negotiations and funding for Septa, that has been part of broader budget talks that have been bogged down in the state Senate for months as they discuss a budget that is already a month past due. For now, live in Center City, Dan Snyder, we'll send it back to you.
Hoping for a Hail Mary. Dan, thank you very, very much.